Hey, Thomas Sakov here, and I'm here with a simple 7-bullet checklist to make a guaranteed $600 a day. Now, it doesn't mean that once you've hit that checklist, you instantly make $600 a day, and it also doesn't mean that if you don't have the entire checklist, you're not already making $600 a day. All it means that when you have that checklist down and everything is selected with a yes, then it's only a matter of time. It depends on the traffic, speed, market conditions, whatever. It's only a matter of time until you will be making $600 a day, and you will be guaranteed to make $600 a day as long as you have that checklist down and approved. All right? So let me explain how it works. Let's get started. The basis to this checklist, okay, is you need to know your audience, you need to know your niche, and you need to be present in the market. For example, if you're outsourcing your entire business and you have no idea about your market, right, then you are either killing it because the people you are outsourcing with and managing, they are professionals, they understand the niche, they understand the pulse, they understand the problems, or the people or you're failing because they don't know anything and you're the leader and you don't know anything, okay? So it's either one of the two. But I am assuming that most people here want to make money online and they have their niche down, or sort of, at least they need to. If you don't, you need to. And be aware in the market in a way, okay? Do this on a daily basis and struggle along with your market. So, let's start with the checklist. Question number 1. It's a simple yes and no question. No, get back to the workshop or drawing board or whatever. Yes, great, move on to the next point. Question number 1. Do I know what are the problems my audience is facing and is dealing with, and are they willing to pay to solve these problems, or are they already paying to solve these problems? Okay, you need to ask yourself that. It's very, very simple. Okay, if you know what are the problems with your audience, and you know what they're facing with, and you know if they're willing to pay, for example, you know what the problems are, great. Are they willing to pay? No, forget about your niche. Yes, okay. Are they already paying? Yes, good. You move on, because when you know what the problems are they're having, and they're paying for those to solve those problems, that means that you know what products to offer them, whether it's your own or not. Question number 2. Do I know what they buy and what they are tired of buying? This is important. If you know what they buy on a consistent basis, right, then you know what offer you can create or offer to them. So for example, if I go to Warrior Plus, right, Warrior Plus, and I go to the top marketplace, okay, I see my audience. Let's say I'm in the IM niche and I want to sell in Warrior Plus. So look at the offers they're buying. Guaranteed to buy, top 10 sellers. People are buying these things. Commission Drill, Pinnacle, whatever, Facebook Profits, blah, blah, blah. I can look into these products, 5 minutes of work, 10 minutes, and get an idea of exactly what I can go and sell on Warrior Plus. Okay? That is very simple. That's so easy. And also you need to know what they are tired of buying. This is why you need to be aware in your niche and be present. So for example, a year and a half ago, e-com launches went really well. People were all over e-com. And today, it's less. It was the trend moved. So basically, this is also a question of, do you know what the trend is? If you know these things, then you know exactly what you can offer, or you're already offering. This is point number 2. Point number 3. Do I have an offer of my own that solves that problem? Now here's a disclaimer. If you don't have an offer of your own, it doesn't mean that you will not make $600, $1,000, $2,000 a day, that you can still have an affiliate funnel And actually I'm considering making another video, separate video, with a simpler bullet checklist to making $100 a day without having your own product. So I'll think about that. But you need to ask yourself, do you have an offer of your own to solve this problem? The reason is, when you have an offer of your own, you are building a brand. You are building presence. You are building authority. You are building an email list. You are building something you can depend on, something you can use in multiple channels in multiple ways. For example, if you have a product, you can sell it on JVZoo and with affiliate traffic, and once that dies for some reason, you can go and buy Facebook ads. And if that dies for some reason, you can go ahead and buy Bing ads or use a Pinterest software. The point is that when you have your own offer, you have control, you have leverage, you have scalability, and it's only a matter of time until you will be making a lot of money with that offer. So if you have answered no, you need to go back in the drawing board and make an offer that fits that offer, that is not what they're tired of buying, offer that isn't the trend, offer that is based on what you know what they're buying or not, and you obviously it solves the problems with your audience. Next question. If you answered yes, awesome. Question number 4. Do I know what makes my offer unique? And I also make it one of my main selling points on my sales page. This is very important. Even if you are not a good copywriter, even if you are a horrible copywriter, which I used to be, and I know many people are, and they're still killing it, like making millions. You don't have to be a good copywriter. When you know what your audience wants and you're inside their head, sort of, and you know what they're tired of buying, then you can get an idea of what makes your offer unique, or build your offer around something that makes it unique. It's very important that you have a unique offer, and or a unique part of the offer, and that you highlight it very well on your sales messages and on your advertisements. You can do the same about an affiliate offer, right? You can promote a product, and when you know what makes it unique, you can use it as one of your main selling points. The reason is that if you have an offer, right, and you don't know what makes it unique, you will be selling it like something that they're either tired of buying or they're used to buying, which will reduce your commissions. You need to highlight unique. People love new, people love fresh, but it doesn't mean you need to reinvent the wheel. All it means that you need to highlight the unique points and make your offer unique in a way. So what I like to do when trying to do research to find products or to solve a problem and make my offer unique, is I look at what people are buying right now. Okay, I'm looking at what they're buying, what is slowly declining in what they're buying. So for example, if we know they're traffic buyers, right? They have a traffic problem and they want to solve the traffic problem. There are 10 offers out there selling traffic solutions, and slowly obviously there's going to be a decline in sales. So what I see, okay, this one is offering that, this one is offering that, this one has really good points but this is weak, and this one has really good points but in the other thing he's weak, and I make either a combination or try to find a common connector to basically fill the gap, you know. So if one is offering a traffic course on buying with yeah, sorry, I got distracted. I thought there was someone at the door. So anyway, where was I? Yeah. So for example, if I find an offer that is, you know, I do some research and I found, okay, in this traffic niche, there's someone offering a course on making Pinterest, getting traffic with Pinterest. So I go ahead and I find another offer, for example, in my research that shows how to make money with Facebook ads. Then I think, okay, what are the drawbacks of the Pinterest offer? That it's free, that it's slow, that it's unpredictable. Then I look at the Facebook ad. What are the drawbacks of that? well, it's expensive and it's risky. So I try to find something that fits both of them. I find the sexy points of Facebook ads, right? There's a lot of competition, it's expensive. So what if we could create a predictable income stream on a traffic stream on Pinterest using Pinterest ads, because they have less and less competition. What I would do normally, if I don't know anything about the subject, is find an expert in that subject, and I tell them, hey, I want to sell that, I want to sell you information, let's do an interview, or let's make me a course, or send me something, teach me, and you're going to get a percentage of the profits. That's very simple. Usually I give like between 30 to 50% of my profits to the expert, and he handles all the content and I handle all the marketing. And that's something, for example, if you know Tai Lopez, he makes millions every single year selling products, selling solutions to problems that he never solved, that he is not an expert in, and he doesn't even claim to be an expert. He just finds experts with content, and he sells that. So the important thing is to know what makes your offer unique, and make it highlighted as one of your main selling points. And if you don't know what makes it unique, you either find what makes it unique, or if nothing makes it unique, you need a better offer. Question number 5. Do I have a consistent or predictable source of traffic coming to that offer? If no, go back and work on that. If yes, what do I mean by that? It could be either consistent or predictable or both, which means that you don't have to have, like, for example, JV traffic, affiliate traffic, people promote you. You don't have to have 5 people promoting you, sending you 1,000 clicks and 25 sales every single day, and unless you do that, you will not reach $600 a day. That is not true. The truth is that if it could be consistent or it could be predictable, which means that I know that I will have people sending me 1,000 clicks, making 25 sales tomorrow or on the 26th of January. And I know that on the 30th, there's another promotion they're going to make, and I'm going to have 3 affiliates sending roughly 500 clicks or more, right? I always go with the bare minimum. And they're going to make like 15 sales or something like that. So the idea is to have a consistent or predictable source of traffic coming to your offer. If you don't have that, you are not guaranteed to make $600 a day. In fact, there is very little chance that you will be making $600 or $200,000 on average per year. Okay, question number 6. Do I have an audience that engages with me and I can connect with them on multiple channels? Email, Facebook, blogs, YouTube, etc., etc. The idea here is that you need to have a core audience, people who love your offer or love the content you produce or love you as a brand or as a person, and they follow you and you can engage with them. For example, an email list. So you can engage with them. I can send an email to my list and I can tell them, hey, I released this review about this product. And I know that they're going to click and they're going to watch the video and they're going to engage with it, and maybe they'll even buy, they'll buy. I mean, they'll buy. That's just how it works. But, it's because I've built it over time. That's why I know they'll buy. But the idea is that when you have an audience you can engage with and they engage with you on a consistent basis, and it's important that they'll be on multiple channels. I have an audience on email. I have an audience on my email list. I have an audience on Facebook. I have an audience on my blog, and I have an audience on YouTube. And I also have a decent audience on Instagram, which I don't touch and don't care about for some reason. So if something happens, if YouTube dies, right, I have my email list. If, email list dies, I have my blog. I'll send traffic through YouTube. Or if email and YouTube dies, I still have my blog, which is ranking, and I have videos there, and people are coming back to watch my reviews and see what I write. So I have a specific brand that I'm building, and I have an audience in that brand, and I solve those problems, and I can connect with them on multiple channels. I always have a plan B for those channels, and that is very, very important. So ask yourself, do you have an audience that engages with you and that you can connect with them on multiple channels? If you have an audience that engages with you, you will be making $600 a day. But if you have only one channel to connect them with, for example, email, that $600 a day will stop suddenly one day and it will drop to zero. So you need to have at least two. And last and final question. Do I know who are the key players in my niche? And I at least once went through their selling or promotional process. So, for example, I know that some of the key players in my niche are Chris Record, they're Anik Singal, etc., etc. Okay, they have more and more people. I at least went Russell Brunson, so I went through their selling processes multiple times actually, and I studied what they do. So once you know what the key players are doing, first off, as a rule of thumb, what the key players are doing right now is probably what the low key players are going to do in the future. So, because everyone follows them. So, if they're doing something, you want to be doing that as well. That's number one. And number two, when you know what they're doing, then you go through their selling process or promotional process or whatever they do, and you reconstruct in a way the idea of how they're making their millions, billions, whatever. Why is this important? Because this is like, you can make a lot of money, you can be successful, and you can be, everything can be fine, you have traffic and everything. But you can never go to that next level until you study or learn from someone in that next level. That's the first point of that. But there's another point. When you know the key players, when you reconstruct their selling process, you sort of get re-inspired in whatever you do. You get so motivated, you become more productive, and you magically start making more money. And when we're talking here about, remember, we're talking about a guaranteed $600 a day, and then we guaranteed and consistent, right? It's also consistent. So for those $600 a day to remain consistent, right, and to make you a lot of money, you need to watch the key players, because they'll once again, they'll be on top of things. So if something stops working on your niche, then you watch what they're doing and you do that, and you will always be on top of things, and you will have a consistent and guaranteed $600. So it's very important for consistency specifically, but also for getting to that next level. And actually $600 a day and beyond, right? Which is slightly less than what I am making right now. And this year, my goal is to reach finally $1 million a year in pure profit. That is my goal this year. I have actually sold on my PayPal over $2.5 million in sales in the past 3.5 years or so, but not all of that is profit, obviously. And I want this year, I'm obviously aiming for it and building everything for it, to be my first $1 million cash or profit year for me, for my business, after expenses. This is what I want, before taxes. Yeah, taxes are going to eat everything up, but that's how it works. So once you have those 7 key checklists, so all on yes, then you, my friend, are either making $600 a day or on your way to me making $600 a day and consistently. And it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed if you have those. Now, if you don't have those, it's very unlikely, unless you have other key points which I did not mention here, or other sources or other elements that do not fit here. But the idea is, get those 7 things in check with your business, and you will be making $600 a day on a consistent basis in pure profit. Thank you so much for watching this, and talk to you later. Bye bye.